I wanted to talk about, in what has seemed to be making the rounds in the news, Disney, Pixar getting rid of their trans scene in their more recent upcoming movies. Ooh, they just paved this road. New recent up and coming movies, because they think parents will want to have that conversation with their kids. Now, I think we're winning. I think we are temporarily winning the war. I think if we let up on Disney and a lot of these major players in the industry, in the entertainment industry, if we let up on them and let them take ground back, I think it'll quickly slip from our hands, because you got to think about the amount of capital that they're able to throw around on a whim compared to more conservative media, which I would say is doing quite well. I watched Bonhoeffer in the theater. That was quite a solid movie. But anyway, getting back to the topic, being that Disney decided to pull this from their movie, I'm assuming they're still going through and making the movie, though excluding the scene where, and I watched it, I guess they posted it, or it was leaked. It looked like some underage kid too, mind you, that was in the sketching or whatever, whenever they were trying to frame out the scene. Looked like an underage kid. So that's kind of strange. Probably definitely smart on their end to pull it. But I was just thinking, as a parent, for those that don't know, I got 2 kids. And as a parent, yes, I do not want to go to the movie and be indoctrinated, or attempted to be indoctrinated by your woke bullcrap. Your delusions that you can be whatever you want to be just on a whim because you so want to. That doesn't sound like a good time to me. Why would I want my kid to go and see that in a theater? A bunch of people are honking. Apologies. I don't want my kid to go to the theater and see someone who is delusional, and then us feeling bad for this person, as if we need to affirm their delusion. You cannot become a woman because you so choose. You cannot become a man because you so choose. How far have we gotten from reality where that is controversial to say that? That blows my mind. I cannot be an animal because I so choose. I can't change what species, what race, what age I am. I cannot change that. I can change how I look, how I appear, what weight I am. Those are all within my grasp. But the fact that it's become so trivialized that people can be whatever they want to be. And if you don't agree, well, you're just a bigot. Oh, you're homophobic. You're transphobe. Absolutely wild. So no, I don't want to take my kids to the movie and see someone parade around in their delusion. Nope, not going to do it. Not going to spend the money I made at work to affirm these ideologues. I won't do it. And it's sad because these people are truly delusional. They think just because they have a surgery that this changes the DNA within them. It's so wild to me saying these things out loud and that people have a hard time dealing with these. Such basic statements. I cannot go and get a surgery and make myself look like a dog and then become one. I cannot do it. It's impossible. You are what God created you to be. This is why I think it's such a heavy topic nowadays, because Satan, who I believe rules this world quite clearly, knows that people do not have their identity in the correct place. So, what better way than to place your identity in who you choose to sleep with or who you choose to be attracted to? And it's funny because you know you have your stereotype of the CrossFitter. Like, everyone knows when you're a CrossFitter, or like you do CrossFit, because you have to say to everyone, like, that is your personality. I am CrossFit. They pour so much time into it, it becomes their identity. Similarly to these trans people who cannot think about anything else, so it seems, that they feel the need to tell you about it. Now, I'm more of the libertarian in the sense of, ultimately, I don't really care what you do behind closed doors. And I feel like that was kind of the original movement of gay marriage and stuff. Like, cool, you do you. I don't agree with it. I would never openly support someone going and doing it, but we live in America. It's a free country, you know. Do what you gotta do. But as soon as it comes out of your house and into the public, it is subjected to public opinion. And those who think that I can put something out in the open and still remain outside of scrutiny, are you unaware of what public forum is? I don't believe everyone agrees with me on my stances. And I believe that I will get and have received scrutiny, and I am comfortable in my beliefs to where I think I can argue my position to a decent ability. It's just so sad, because they truly think that the void in their life, which is meant for God, is going to be filled by what they claim to be. And maybe, no, I don't think I'm being too harsh. I think people are too tolerant is what I think more accurately is what is happening. People have become too tolerant where they're not willing to say basic truths. Basic truths. You know, it's quite early on that you realize, oh, there is a boy and there is a girl. These are basic truths. The animal kingdom is built off of this as well. Mind-blowing to me. Mind-blowing. So, good. I'm glad they cut it from the movie. I don't want my kids seeing this. Will I... When they become of the age that I think that they can comprehend and depict what is going on with this trans movement, I will discuss it with them. But that is after I've built a firm foundation in core beliefs, core reality within my children. Then we will start discussing of people trying to bend reality. Because right now, at their age, they don't know what reality is. And people on the extreme sides, the extreme left, I feel like there is no saving them. I pray and hope there is. And it's unfortunate that the United States has turned to such a form of tribalism. Like you're either left or you're right. Makes me think of the days of growing up, and that was the least of anyone's concerns. Now it seems to be all everyone talks about. I enjoy it. But do I think it needs to be public forum with everyone? No. I try to leave these as uncut as humanly possible. Though when I do have gaps in my topic to topic. I'm not a good staller, I guess you could say. I can't stall and ramble. So, all this I'll likely cut. Another thing, the allowing of children to be mutilated at such a young age. What world am I living in where we allow children who I feel most parents would agree can't choose their bedtime, but we will allow them to choose, I put it in quotations because they still are what they were born as. We let them choose what they want to be. That's called being a pushover parent. Maybe, and I believe a lot of these parents, maybe not. Maybe it might be a decent, maybe like 30, 40%, who seek the social affirmation of, look, my kid's trans. Look, guys, I'm following the trend. I'm in the know. I'm a part of everyone's social group. I'm aware that this is the trend. My kid's on it. Yeah, that's great, but that's something that's irreversible, and I could foresee a future where they have great disdain for you ruining their entire life. Now, I'm not fully aware of, you could say, the science behind it, but I'm pretty sure whenever you dissect someone, it's pretty hard to put them back together, functioning. So it's wild to me that we've gotten to the point where kids are allowed. It's wild. I forget who it was. It might have been Phil Amonte, I think it was. I believe. I don't know. Mentioning the fact that it is crazy, and it shows how far our country has fallen morally, where we have to write a lot of this stuff down for people to realize, oh, it's bad. If you have to write something down to say, you shouldn't mutilate your children, we've gotten to a pretty bad spot, I think. A pretty bad spot. Ugh. So, I meant to follow up on, I know there was a big event, I believe in Nashville, Tennessee. I want to say it was Tennessee. Matt Walsh spoke at it. But I meant to follow up and see whatever came of that hearing. Because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was about kids being allowed to, or parents allowed to mutilate their kids. Because I'm not going to phrase it in a way that it's kids that are choosing. Yeah, they might choose. They don't know what they're doing. They don't see the long-term effect of what they are choosing. They just don't see it. They could hardly think past the dessert they're going to eat tonight. And that's fine. That's what kids are like. That is how the developing years are like. They shouldn't have to think about how something affects them 20, 30 years from now. That's why I phrase it in a way that it is the parent's responsibility. Whenever my kids play imaginary, right? I say imaginary, like they're pretending to be a dog or a cat or some sort of animal. I don't then go and claim, you hear what he said? He said he's a cat. All right. Let's go get him a collar. Let's go dress him up. That is delusional. Sorry if this highway is loud. That is delusional if you think that way. That's why kids should not be allowed. It should be illegal. The fact that we're even having this conversation is mind-blowing. Though I'm not surprised knowing who rules this world. I think it's disgusting. Now, what do we do? I guess that's where we're at now, since Trump should be sworn in 36, 35 days. How are we going to fix this? I feel we have fallen so far off course because religion has taken a back seat on a lot of these conversations. People don't gather much in mass, much more nowadays, outside of church. So, I feel you start building culture, which I feel like we are catching up on. We need to build culture, affirm people when they make the correct decision, criticize people when they make the wrong decision. And who cares what people have to say about it? If they're upset because you're calling them out, obviously do it gracefully. Obviously call people out gracefully. Make sure you're not talking out of your butt. Make sure you have your information. Because as soon as you start just, I'm pretty sure this person said that. Okay, yeah, I'll make an X post about it. That's where you start making yourself look dumb. Even though your intentions on calling this person out might have been pure, might have been to correct them. Make sure you have your facts lined out. And then affirm them whenever they do something right. Now, I see a lot of people from the left who have bailed on the Democratic Party, at least so it seems. I know a lot of them are hesitant in saying that. A lot of them have made the jump from the Democratic Party to considering Republican. And as I talk about it, I feel gross saying like they're two different types of people. We're all Americans, we're all humans. Anyway. But I notice a lot of people who are reluctant to give them praise on, or not praise, but congratulations. Like, you have opened your mind, for lack of a better term. You have started considering things outside of your echo chamber. Like, why are we pushing back on these people? We should be affirming them and saying, yes, there is such thing as basic reality, basic truths. We still need to be talking to people on the fringe. Because, yeah, they might be a lost cause, but you still need to engage with them. You still need to build community with them. Because first and foremost, they are children of God, right? So you can't be dismissing people in general. But you might win them over. If you are consistent and respectful and truly listen to what they're saying, because there's a reason they believe what they do. Maybe it's they haven't dug into the facts enough, or they have bought into whatever ideologue that they're holding on to. There's a reason they believe what they believe, so you need to listen so you then know how to respond. Because I know a lot of people who are just, they nod their head like they're listening, but the whole time they're just thinking about what they're going to say. And people know that right away. So, oh, you're not actually interested in talking to me. You just want to bash me or whatever. And that goes both ways. That's more of a personality issue. But you need to have conversations with these people. And from my experience, they might walk away in frustration or anger. But at least you had the conversation. You're planting seeds, and who knows, maybe whenever it all clicks in their mind, they're like, oh, that's what so-and-so at the office was saying. They might strike up a conversation with you more, ask you more about what you think. I don't know. We're all going 10 miles per hour on the highway. Nice and slow. This one exit that constantly gets backed up. Constantly. But I'm not going to complain too much. I'm about to get some Chick-fil-A. But anyway, I think that wraps up the rant, the video, whatever you want to call it. I want to start doing more of these on my drive home because I don't really do anything. I start singing. But you don't want that. You don't want me singing. I'll get it, bud. Zipping on by now. I listen to a lot of podcasts, books, but I enjoy talking about it. I don't have a ton of people in my sphere of influence that are as passionate about it as I am. I think that'll wrap it up. Y'all have a good one. I'm going to try to post this on X as well for kicks and giggles. Might try to make some shorts, try those out, post them. Who knows? But I enjoy it. It's fun. I enjoy talking about this stuff. So I hope you all enjoyed listening as much as I enjoy talking about it in my car. But yeah. Like, comment, and subscribe. You know how we like to do it. You'll have a good one.